Buckle up because we're fixing to take this thing to the next level.
Let's go, baby.
Let's work, let's work!
Tacker's got to go. Really, he's squeezed.
Go, 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 go! Let's go!
Good work. You can get a little depth. You can take your time. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
1, 2, 3, championship!
Set up straight, feet on the floor. Okay, welcome back. Finally here, it's been a long process. I'm excited, your coaches are excited. I guarantee you the fan base is excited that's here. I hope you guys are excited. If you're not excited, trick yourself and get excited. When we get that field, I want to see like your hair's on fire. I mean, I want to see some guys making plays. I want to see some guys with good looks on their faces. I cannot wait to see you guys on the practice field tomorrow.
First day of fall camp 2012. Let's get it. Here we go. Clap it up. Clap it up.
The start of fall camp is a grind.
You know, it's a grind for us.
It's a daily grind.
Fall camp is a grind.
It's the hardest part of football season.
You're waking up early, going to sleep late, getting a lot of film in, so it's a grind, you know, on your body to really get the rest you need and at the same time get up and try and, you know, come out each practice, you know, 100%.
Let's get this thing started off right now. Let's focus in, hustle our butt off, and let's be champions. Zach McKnight, break us down. Champions, here we go, up on him.
Sunbelt champs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sunbelt champs.
It's really where players stand out from a group and coaches get a chance to see who they can depend on during the season.
And now it's here, it's like camp, and what, we got like a couple of days, 2, 3 weeks left before we play Oregon, so there's no more talk. We got to get it done. We got to get it right.
It's been great to get back on the field. You know, it's been a fun 6 months talking about it and trying to get people excited, but it's been very refreshing for me personally to be on the field, coaching our guys, seeing them out there. It's been a lot of fun.
You can definitely tell it's Coach Malzahn's team by the way we act, the way we dress, our discipline, and our excitement at the same time. And if you watch us play football, the pace we go at and our practices, they're just they're different.
But where Coach Malzahn's really put his mark is he's huge on discipline and just focusing on the little things.
Something really important, the very first thing I told you us last night, when we call it up, nobody's looking at the ground, your eyes are up.
He wants everybody paying attention, which, just showing respect to that person who's talking is a big thing.
We've really been demanding on our players. We expect them to execute, to play good, hard, physical, disciplined football. We've strained them. We'll continue to strain them. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go.
The easiest way to get on Coach Malzahn's good side is just through hard work, showing him that you're dedicated and knowing the plays and just going all out every day in practice.
Coach Malzahn doesn't show a lot of emotion, but you can tell, when he's excited about something or, something goes right, you can see him have a little, get to himself.
Boom, there it is. Hey, what do you know? There you go. In the spring, I was just really in the evaluation mode. Players, coaches, how everything worked together. I'll be doing a lot more coaching, specifically on the offensive side of the ball. There it is. Under control, right? Just under control. Program yourself every single time, okay? Go ahead.
Coach Malzahn's definitely being more involved in fall camp than he was in spring football.
Drop down, good. Come out of that thing. Boom, right there. Boom, wash it down. Boom, kick out. Scrape a little tighter. If he gets his hands on you, get low, okay?
He's coaching us one-on-one.
If you just look over there, that guard never get him. Pack will get him, so you're reading that in. Wait, under control, wait on him, stay with him, stay with him, stay with him. Break over the top, boom, there it is, yeah, and make them. Stay up, stay up, stay up.
He definitely individually coaches the receivers, the quarterbacks, and the offense.
So I can tell we improved on that. But like I told you, the big thing for you is you got to drive off the ball the first 5 yards.
He's definitely, getting in there, I mean, there's several periods of the day where he's with the receivers, over there with us. He comes in every now and then, sits in a meeting, you know, kind of tells us stuff. I get text messages all the time after film, you know, hey, you got to do this. So, you know, it's nice to have him and Coach Lashley. You know, they both work very well together, and they're not going to miss it if you do something wrong, so they'll let you know.
That's one of my strengths, I feel like, is coaching offense. I've done that the last 6 years and got a lot of confidence in Coach Lashley. We've been together a long time, and you know, we'll do this thing together.
Hustle off, hustle off, hustle off. Nobody walking.
I can tell why Coach Malzahn loves the offense, because, I mean, it's not a bad thing where he don't give us compliments, as in saying, all right, we did good. He always telling us we can do better, and that's going to make the team better, so we won't go out there with the big head like, oh, yeah, offense good. He letting it be known like, nah, we're not ready, and that's a good thing, because we need to keep focusing, not knowing that we are good, you know what I mean, but we can be way, way better.
Good ball security, I like that. Oh, you got to score! Oh!
Practice determines everything. Are you consistently performing at a winning level?
Here's what we want to do as coaches. The second week, man, we like to have, all right, here's number 1 and here's number 2 at every position. So we have a good 2.5 weeks to focus on Oregon.
When Coach said he wanted to have the 2-deep depth chart in 2 weeks, my first thought was, all right, I got 2 weeks to put it on and show all the coaches what I'm working with.
I think more of it was just kind of like, all right, man, you got to hurry up and buckle down.
At that time, I knew that I had to turn my grind mode on and get ready to compete, meaning learn my plays, get my mindset ready to compete for a starting job.
You got to be on top of your stuff from the get-go. You didn't really have too much time to mess up, you know what I'm saying, have missed assignments or things like that. So you really have to be on your high horse and go get the job done.
Coach Malzahn said 2 things are going to separate us as running backs. Who the starter's going to be is protecting the football, and then what? Blitz pickup, protecting the quarterback, right?
It's all about the ball. The hopes and dreams of our season are contained in that football. And when they get the opportunity to carry it, they have to protect it and make sure that it's always in our possession.
Ball security, right? Ball security. Protect the ball, protect the quarterback.
The other thing is we got to protect the quarterback. So there's 2 defined areas that we really were focusing on.
There you go. That's it. Come on, Frank! There you go! There you go!
And the last thing is, what do you do with the ball in your hands? Are you going to be a touchdown maker? Are you going to create plays with the ball in your hands, even when the line not blocking perfect? Practice determines everything. Are you consistently performing at a winning level? And if you are, then you've got a chance to earn the position. If you're not, we're going to factor that in.
I have prepared myself all off season to be a key factor, to be one of the main guys, and to have a major year.
Oh, you got to score! Oh, get up and score!
I'm not sure if I'm going to be one of the top 2, but hopefully I am. I'm just going to continue to practice. If Coach put me in the game, it's just my opportunity to get better and show the coaches and the fans who I am.
I would probably consider myself the underdog, you know what I'm saying, just from where I came from and where I am now. You know, you have Sergi, you know what I'm saying, he has more experience, David more experience, you know what I'm saying, Frankie more experience, and I'm kind of, I consider myself the underdog, you know what I'm saying, just adds fuel to my fire.
Good run, hustle back, good run!
I really don't know what's at stake for me, I really don't. You know, like I said, I've been out for a 1.5 years, you know, and the coaches have wanted me to take my time to get back in, not to rush.
Good decision, hey, good cut.
You can tell David right off the bat, you can tell he's a veteran guy. He catches on quick, you know, he's a natural running back.
No matter what happens with, you know, the depth chart, I know what I need to do and I know where I'm at personally, you know, with my ability.
Frankie Jackson has really come a long way. About the 5th day of practice, he was really the 4th guy because he was busting protections and busting assignments.
Coming from last year about being a redshirt freshman, about getting a lot of playing time, for some reason I thought that something was going to be given to me when it was not. It was showed that I had to work for what I want to have, and that was a starting running back spot.
But we had a really good talk about competing and what it means to compete and don't give up, and so he's done a great job of fighting his way and earning a chance to be that guy.
It's kind of tough coming from playing and last year to being on a white team with the freshmen and having to work your way all the way back up. But I mean, yeah, it was tough, but at the end of the day, it helped me and bettered me as a player.
You go hit that edge blitz.
If I don't get it, it's not gonna knock me. I'm gonna cheer whoever home gets it and just be a part of this team and do whatever I could to help win another Sun Belt championship.
Okay, guys, we're 2 weeks into fall camp. You know, our running back position, you know, that's one of our positions we have a lot of depth in. And I think we just need to start, you know, making some decisions. The good thing is we have depth at running back. The hard thing for us is, you know, trying to get a depth chart to who the top guys are.
Been pleased with David. His attitude's been great. And you know, the thing about David, he's got all the ability in the world. Having that year off, you can tell he's a little rusty.
I really liked Frankie's toughness in fall camp so far. When the ball was in his hands, he's really squared his shoulders and really taking on some big runs.
You know, so Gregory's our biggest back, and you'd love for him to embrace that role of being our downhill guy on the goal line. He's got pretty good speed. I mean, for his size. You know, the thing to me, I think he's got to get more consistent.
Competition can never be a bad thing. I think good competition brings the best out of each player. And like I told them, we can compete with each other, but at the end of the day, we're just making each other better.
The most positive thing so far in 2 weeks, they haven't put the ball on the ground in a team setting. You know, the backs haven't. So that's been a bright spot.
That's a plus. It's always good to, you know, after each practice, evaluate of where their room is at, and you know, what if we had to start today, who would we put out there first? And so there's a lot of conversations that go on like that, and that changes from day to day too, and that's okay. It's good that we're thinking that way because we're going to have to make some decisions fairly quick.
I think we're starting to figure out which one has certain strengths in each way, and the way our offense works, we can plug them in and make our team better.
Well, it's about that time.
All right.
Don't tip it. We're staying in it if we play it.
We're all fighting for the same thing. We're fighting for the state of Arkansas. We want to represent the state in the right way. It's a matter of personal pride.
I came to Arkansas State in 2002.
Played my high school and college football here.
I grew up in Springdale, Arkansas in the northwest part.
I played here from 1988 to 1992.
I am from Forest City, Arkansas, and Wilson, Arkansas. Jonesboro's kind of in the middle, about an hour both ways, and I'm from this part of the United States of America.
That's playing the game right there now. That's playing the game. Nice job.
I thought it was very important that if we made the commitment we're going to recruit this state of Arkansas like it's never been recruited, that we need guys that are familiar with Arkansas. And so we strategically hired guys that are familiar with the state, they're very well respected, and they're very good football coaches.
You got to be great. Boom, and knock him out.
Hey, we know who we're working to right now. Let's start winning those one-on-one battles.
Come to bounce. Nice job. Good focus and finish right there.
Don't tip it. We're staying in it if we play it.
Take that left hand and wipe that left finger.
I don't want you to get over-aggressive with the jam, but we got to go inside.
I really feel like having so many guys on our staff from the state of Arkansas, the key advantage is the high school coaches. You know, we know them. We grew up with them. We coached against them in high school.
We know what it is and what it's about, and we understand that we're just one of them, you know, and so we can go in places, and I think we're accepted maybe a little more quickly. Being from Arkansas, Arkansas is a unique state. Everybody has ties to everybody. We know each other.
The true foundation of your supporters and the true foundation of the people that will truly be loyal to your program will come in your home state or your home city. Having so many guys with that background in Arkansas, that means we make a connection with the different personalities and the different people in the different places throughout this whole state. And so that would raise the level of support and the level of
Come on now, I see some smiles. Don't hold back.
Coming back here to Arkansas means a lot to me because I want to come back here and really do well. It's really important to me because this is my home.
We're all fighting for the same thing. We're fighting for the state of Arkansas. We want to represent the state in the right way. And it's a matter of personal pride. The 6 coaches that have that tie into the state really understand that, and it gives them something deeper to care about when they come to work every day.
And if you get low and just have that effort to make, hey, I'm going to block it, boom, you'll get through there and get a block.
Arkansas is a unique place. It's a great place to grow up and live. I've got a unique perspective from the standpoint I've been a high school coach in this state for 15 years. Know most of the head coaches and most of the assistant coaches. So I've got a unique perspective, as well as our other coaches from Arkansas do, and we just really believe in the coaches and the players in this state. This is going to be the foundation of our program, and we take great pride in that. I take great pride in the fact that, I'm a high school coach from Arkansas, and that I'm a high school coach from Arkansas that just, happens to be coaching college now.
Hometown boy who returns home to lead a program with a rich history and to sustain the recent success that's been obtained here and take it to a higher level.
Offense, ball security. Defense, run to the ball like your hair's on fire. Have fun playing the game.
He's a legend in this state. I mean, any coach that can coach at the high school level and have the level of success that he did at every program where he was certainly is someone that garners a great deal of respect from sports fans around the state.
I've been gone from this state for 5 years, and that's a long time. And so it's really fun for me to catch up with the guys that I hadn't seen in a long time.
We all have that pride about building up our state, showing the rest of the country that Arkansas really has something special going on, and that we want other young people to have the opportunities we did, and you can do it through our universities, and you can certainly do it through our football program.
This is home. I mean, this is who I am, and this is where I learned football. And I take great pride in saying that I'm an Arkansas high school football coach. So the door's been open for me to coach college in this state. Everything's coming together, and I'm really excited about the future.
20, 15, 10, Cody Burns!
For him to be able to play in the biggest game and to make a play like that, kind of put the stamp on it, that hey, all that hard work paid off. I want them walking through routes. It can be 7 cut, cover 2, 7 cut. Is that what you're doing? Perfect. Half speed and all that. Okay, here we go. Cody Burns is our offensive GA here at Arkansas State.
You got to see the ball tee. Don, it starts on you, bro.
Cody's kind of Coach Lashley's right-hand person, does the scout team, does a lot of the game plan prep.
Now, you're off balance, man. Keep that right. Left foot still. Yeah, you're off balance. You don't want to lunge at him.
My role here at Arkansas State is a little bit of everything. Coach some of the slot wide receivers.
If you're coming to me and I got you, man, as soon as I see you break, I'm coming right here. So the flatter you come, the more you separate.
Really help out with the overall offense, really the skill position, anything Coach Lashley needs help with, just ultimately trying to help the team out.
Make sure that left foot doesn't move. You did a good job just staying in there.
I'm from Fort Smith, and Cody's from Fort Smith, so I got a chance to watch him grow up. Even when he was, in junior high, he was one of those guys that, everybody knew was going to be a special type player.
Well, me and Coach Malzahn had a great relationship past several years. Always wanted to play with him since I was coming out of high school.
When I got to Arkansas, he was one of our main targets to recruit. It was a pretty neat experience for me, getting to know him as far as recruiting him.
Auburn and Arkansas basically came down to my last 2. And the only reason I was really thinking about Arkansas was because Coach Malzahn was there. I always liked Arkansas, but just kind of wanted to get out of the state and do something different. It's just crazy how everything works, because hereafter I go to Auburn 2 years later, Coach Malzahn comes on the scene, and once again I have the opportunity that I always wanted to play for him.
When I got a chance to go to Auburn and actually coach him, I mean, that was a really, really special thing for me. Come on in. Come on in. When we line up like this, and you see this safety inside, and there's a corner, the bubble 8's going to be there.
When I didn't win the quarterback job, I was pretty devastated. It was a shock to me, caught me off guard and everything.
That was one of the toughest things I probably ever did as a coach, is have to tell Cody that he's not going to be our starting quarterback because of our relationship that went so far back.
I'm going to be cheering for Chris. I'm behind him 100%, and y'all need to be behind him 100% as well.
The way he responded to our team and our coaching staff, right after he found the news, says everything about him.
And whatever's going to happen, I'm going to ride with each and every one of y'all. I just want y'all to know that. Appreciate it.
Coach Malzahn was there to help me out. Always been, my coach. Always been, somebody I look up to and want to learn from. So he definitely helped me with the situation.
Very few individuals, I don't care how old they are, would have responded the way he did. As much as he was hurting inside. So he showed his true character. It made a huge impact on our players, and it made a huge impact on our coaches, and myself included.
At that point, I just really wanted to help the team out.
Caught by Burns, oh, what a catch!
It's really taught me a lot of life lessons, that things happen for a reason, whether you can't see it now or later. Sooner or later, everything's going to work out.
When I first told him he wasn't going to be our starting quarterback, extremely tough, but I told him that he's going to be very valuable if he wants to play a receiver position, a wildcat position that he can still help us win. And he chose to do that.
Run the wildcat here with Cody. He takes the snap. He's going to throw. Cameron Newton is the intended receiver in the end zone. Did he catch it? Yes! Birds to Newton, 26 yards on a beautiful pass from Cody.
After he had a year under his belt playing wide receiver, he developed into one of the top in the SEC and helped us win the national championship.
I stayed through it all, went through the storm, weathered the storm, actually got to catch a touchdown in the national championship game. I mean, there's really not too many people that can say that.
20, 15, 10, 5, dives! Touchdown Auburn! Cody Burns!
He went through a lot, and it wasn't easy for him at first to be a wide receiver, and he paid the price. He's a hard worker. For him to be able to play in the biggest game, the national championship game, and to make a play like that, it was really neat for me to watch him, and it was kind of one of those deals I feel like it kind of put the stamp on it, that hey, all that hard work paid off. He's a class person. He is going to be a very successful coach at this level, so I just feel blessed that he's a part of our staff. He'll definitely help us win here.
I know that Coach Malzahn trusts me, and that's why I'm here. He didn't hesitate in calling me and talking to me to come take this GA position, because I know that he sees what I've done, what I've learned, what a great hard worker I am, and that's really what this business is about.
He's a type of person I want representing me.
Hey, Warren, little flatter, little flatter, little flatter.
So we had talked about it before, and he was one of the first guys that really came to mind. And the fact that he's from Arkansas, and I want to build this thing with a lot of Arkansas coaches. All those factors involved, led him here.
As soon as you come out, you stick, you got to read it. As soon as you stick, you got to read it.
Who's going to work hard? Who's going to outwork your opponent? And who can you trust? And I know that Coach Malzahn can trust me, and I'm a loyal person, so we really have a great connection.
He's one of those guys that people root for. He'll be very successful. I just hope he hangs in this coaching long enough. I'm very proud of Cody.